to the Bro Night Podcast, your weekly podcast where we game live and shoot through topics about entertainment news of the day, where disagreement is allowed, opinions are cool, and truth is encouraged.
Now it's your time to shine.
Here is your host.
What's up, everybody?
Good luck
This
out
is
there.
TWOxBEARS coming at you live on Mixer. I am joined by my co-host, Christian the Luke Hogan, Justin, Justin, aka Excuse My Ownage, and we are pumped to have my brother, who's all up in the Xbox Twitter community, Chase Nightcrawler. What's up, Bubba?
Get ready. First wave inbound. Keep your eyes on the mini-map. We'll ping it to show you enemy
Are you
landing
there?
zones.
Oh man, pumped up and ready. I did my little scathing. I don't know. That's how I picture a Nightcrawler to be
Oh, okay.
all
okay.
pissed off
I
and
was
just.
not ready for that.
I don't know what else to do.
Are you
But I
excited?
am pumped up for the. Dude, I am pumped up for the first podcast. What's cool is I did a little bit of a one-off podcast with a bunch of my, with a couple of my friends from the Xbox community, Nukem, and the Ash and Luca. They're two of my best friends from the Xbox, I guess, podcast community. It was a little bit just a one-off podcast, but
We got mad love for Luca and Luke. For sure.
Man, dude.
Okay, now, we are going to have some awesome topics for y'all tonight. We're trying to find all of our fellow nerds out there and have you come and join us. So, tonight we're going to talk about Xbox One X, and we're going to talk about some pre-orders and the media's reaction, which has been kind of humorous, to say the least. And then we're going to get into some Destiny 2 talk. Then we're going to pull out our chairs and bats for a fun wrestling conversation. Then we'll talk up the awesome fight between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which we were blessed to watch. And then we're going to get into some iPhone 8 talk. And then we're going to talk with the Cod WW2 beta, which is a big deal going on right now, and it's going to be an amazing conversation. So we hope you stay tuned or enjoy it on YouTube later. Now, so first up, I wanted to talk about the Xbox One X pre-orders. And,
Hey, Blake.
Yeah.
Okay, you cut out for a long second. You just cut back in. I was just making sure I was here.
Okay.
Did y'all hear everything that I was saying?
I heard you for a while, and then you went out.
Yeah, you went out too. I've been hearing
Oh,
Blake
man.
the whole time, bro.
So if you're
Dude,
doing,
I talked for like 10 minutes straight.
hey, get your
All
anti-tank
good.
weapon.
Oh, for sure. We got one in the middle. I already died.
Okay, so what do y'all think about the fact that the Xbox One X has become the fastest selling pre-order in Xbox history? I think that's pretty amazing.
I'll say it's a long time coming. I'm extremely excited about it because, and you know, it's funny. It's just a slap in the face to me, to the biased media that has been out there. That we have all, I guess, beat the proverbial dead horse to death about, but it's just how it's been, man. Like, if you're an Xbox fan, you've been kind of like having to take a back seat to the PlayStation fan in some ways, except for the actual fan that has been playing his Xbox and goes, oh, wait, I enjoy my Xbox. What? You know, wait, you're saying I shouldn't like my Xbox? Oh, wait, no, I do like it, okay? But, yeah, so I just, I think it's a testament to the plan that the team at Xbox has had for a long time.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I think that really, if you have more places to play, like, to me, everything Microsoft doing is great. They're trying to bring the gamer together. They're trying to make crossplay a thing on games that it makes sense on. They're trying to, whether it's Rocket Cars or Minecraft or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing, man. They're trying to make it to where it's a place for gamers to play and have more gamers to play with, and that's a wonderful thing. The cool thing about the Xbox One X pre-order specifically is the fact that we're going to all be, having updated console hardware. We've been kind of like the stepchild as far as even graphically speaking, even though it's really not that huge of a difference. It's still, they've made it a big difference. And now that we have the better side, the upside of that difference, now it's time to see. I think it's a good thing for the market. I think that they're going to have to come out with a lot better games as far as on the PlayStation side, just to match it. Games that maybe I am interested, because I'm not really interested in what they got now. Just not. But just a system that makes all my games better, and the fact that it's selling out, and it's sold out, and the fact that this month in September they've already announced that they're going to announce pre-orders for the regular One X. They said, don't believe in all the console hype with the pre-orders, because that was just for the console, for the One X Project Scorpio edition. And yeah, it's true. And they said there's only 500,000 of those out in the wild. Well, I don't know about that, because there was an awful lot of them. But that's basically what I think about it, man. I think that it's getting an unfair shake by the media, who has to change their narrative more than anything. I think that they've had the same narrative for so long that now it's like, oh man, we have to actually say something good about Xbox now. Man, I've been so fixated. Yeah, I've been so fixated for so long that I'm actually going to be having to say something positive about this console that's coming out. 'Cause there's an awful lot of pre-orders. I think the narrative is slowly changing. Many podcasts, many people in the community that know what the fuck they're talking about have seen that change happen. And yeah, I'll get some. I've talked for too long, but I will say that I'm pumped up. I'm glad I got my Project Scorpio edition, and I'm ready for the pre-orders, man. I'm ready.
Day one, baby.
I'm ready for November 7th, or actually 6th, I guess technically, because I'm doing 11 o'clock on the 6th. I'm ready to hopefully get that next day off of work and kick that ass on some games. I'm gonna nerd out all night long and check out a bunch of different games, whether it's enhanced or not, and see, oh man, that looks better, and I know it's going to be like that. That's what I'm excited about.
I am ready to see the games that are enhanced almost as much as I am to play new games, if not more, maybe. I'm very excited. I can't believe
no doubt.
Yeah, it's just amazing that so many markets. I mean, I saw Amazon in several countries ran out of orders. Best Buys, all were sold out. A lot of games.
Not just the US of A where it's out of.
Yep, and I think that is changing. I think the market is changing the narrative. So I'm excited about that, dude. Christian, Justin, anything y'all want to say about Xbox One X?
I just think, honestly, for me, I'm not gonna buy it day one, mainly just because I don't have the money right now to buy it day one. But going back to what Chase said about the media bias, it's just when people see success in other consoles for so long, they want to hate that console, because people hate everyone else having success except for them. Like for the PlayStation, this is like one of the, like you said, it is sold out in almost all the countries that are offering this console.
Yeah,
and
the Project Scorpio edition, for sure.
Yeah, you saw it, like the day that you went to pre-order the Scorpio edition,
there was only 4 left. Yeah, 3 or 4 left the day I went to.
There was only 3. There was 3 left in the whole store. And the most people go, oh, that's not that impressive. Well, guess what? We live in a little country podunk town that usually I don't have to stand in a line to get a game. I don't have to stand in a line to get this.
Exactly.
Unless it's the most hype Call of Duty or whatever of all time. Like, very rarely do I have to actually fret about the waiting in line process. And with this game, or with this console, I was lucky enough to have my wife actually go get it for me so I could watch some SummerSlam, which is another topic we'll get into later.
Yeah.
With my bros, all my bros here. We had a great night. Excuse my honest, Justin. He had us over graciously, and we had a fun time, man.
Yeet.
And watching Braun Strowman wreck that Brock Lesnar ass. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man. So I'm grateful that I got my Project Scorpio edition. It's one of those things, you know, you didn't even know about it enough to even know that you wanted it, but now that you know you're gonna get it, it's kind of like hell to the yeah. You know, yeah, it's
Absolutely.
pretty much.
Well, hey,
Amen.
this wave completion is a good time to switch our topic. Do y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about some Destiny 2 here. So,
Oh man.
at least as of right now, I don't believe that anyone said anything about HDR support for the Xbox One X or S. But I think the Pro is confirmed at launch, but the actual PS4
confirmed at
is
launch.
post-launch. So
Yes.
that's interesting. But that was on a a PlayStation trailer, so I think we need to take that into consideration. Like that's, they're not necessarily going to advertise that on a PlayStation trailer, which that's understandable. But
Well, Cod World War II has HDR support on the beta, and that was one of the things that was so big. It's like, oh, Cod World War II is not going to have an Xbox One X enhanced, and oh, it's not even going to have HDR on the Xbox One again. Oh no, and that's me. I'm not saying like everybody else. That was me. I was the guy that was pissed off because like, oh. But now it's actually confirmed. Like we've been playing the beta a couple days now, and they do actually have HDR on it. So I don't think it's gonna be one of those things because Bungie has come out and said, oh no, day one it's not going to be a feature. That's where it's different. But that does give me hope to think it's going to come to the Xbox One S, because it is the same company and it's Blizzard. So we'll see, man. Blizzard is usually good about doing their consumers. Now they do, they get their money. There ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Man. They with World of Warcraft, whatever, they charge $60. Everybody talks about Destiny DLC costing $40 or $20 instead of 15. Well, dude, look at World of Warcraft. It's $60 every time an expansion comes out, man. I mean, they're just using that same market for
if you like it, you'll pay for it. I mean, that's
exactly, man. And so,
and if you have a good quality product, it's worth it.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's what that's called capitalism, right there.
I will say, I think I'm like one of the only ones here that actually played the beta.
Yeah, tell us about the beta.
Y'all
I
got
played it. I played the beta.
Well, okay, cool. Good. I know y'all were really burnt out by the first one. Not that it was a bad game necessarily, but just the way that their overall marketing was set up, it kind of turned you off to the game. And I do respect that because I was the same way. But I went back and played the Complete Edition and still actually played some today. I'm having fun with it. Really good multiplayer and all that. To me, Destiny 2 does not rewrite the book. It doesn't rewrite the Destiny book, but it changes a couple things to feel like a more smooth experience.
That's good.
And I'll tell you what, one little thing that a lot of people haven't really discussed very thoroughly, it's something I'm very, very much about graphics. I'm very much about the overall beauty of the colors, and that's why I love HDR so much. I have a TV that's compatible with it. Destiny 2 colors, man, I like we were in something that kind of looks like the Black Garden. I don't know if y'all remember the end game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Black Garden. Yeah. That like sea green kind of look of it.
Yeah.
There was a strike on there on Destiny 2 that had that sea green look, and it was so pretty. It had just some of those beautiful colors, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. I was like, it was beautiful, and the lighting was just crazy improved on it, and I was just like, wow, this is so beautiful. But I know with it had HDR, it would be better.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping they like actually kind of I hope they like kind of back up. Right now they're just kind of like, well, we're looking into a 4K enhanced the 1X, and we're kind of looking at the HDR and all that, but they're not saying. They're just saying we're looking at the launch consoles right now. But that excludes the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One S with HDR support. I think it's a mistake, but I also think it comes down to the crunch time and how long it takes them to develop a game. Like Activision was really pushing them to get this game out this year. They were hardcore pushing. By the way, there's some guys middle pushing up. We might want to jump on them. Yeah, so I think it came down to crunch time, and I think it's a feature they actually were looking at. I don't think it's a thing like the media is kind of making out to be where they're getting caught with their pants down, so to speak. But I do think that it is a shame that it isn't there at launch for the 1S, because I'm a 1S owner. I am primarily getting I'm primarily getting Destiny 2 to get me through, because it's going to be a great new game to play while I'm waiting on the 1X to launch. And so so that's pretty much my thoughts on that.
Well, Justin, are you going to be? What's your thoughts on Destiny 2, just from the outside? Are you going to be picking it up based off, your experience in Destiny 1, or are you maybe going to get it later down the road? Let us know what you're thinking about.
Pass on it for a while anyways, until maybe it's a real good sale. And the reason why is because Destiny 1, or when Destiny I should say, when it launched, I was addicted to it for about a month or two, and it was just new and entertaining, and then I got burned out extremely quick. Quit the game, didn't even pick it up until the Taken King came out. Taken King, I just felt like it's the same situation. Beat the game, okay, I'm done. I mean, beat the final boss, and I just couldn't get into it, so in fact, I think what really was a big red flag for me, like GameStop, Best Buy, I think even Walmart, when they started their trading, they wouldn't even accept the Taken King for a trade-in. I think GameStop finally did, but it's like literally $1, so really it's just kind of, I guess, it also showed themselves a huge decrease in everything, so
so based
I
on
will
the
be passing
principles
on it.
Yeah, I think I am too. Well, my take on it, so obviously from what you were saying, and you do have a lot of knowledge about like our local market here, I think the principles of supply and demand, obviously, since you couldn't even trade it in, there wasn't a very great demand for that game because they had so many people that did trade it in, so that's why you was only getting $1 or nothing, so
yes.
And I think what I told Chase already is, like, if I do get it, I think I'm going to probably wait about a year so I can just buy the expansion that already has everything and is the same price or cheaper, than the freaking game comes out originally. Like, that's kind of how the Taken King was. I actually enjoyed it more the second time, but it was stupid because I bought it, then I sold it, and then I bought it again, and I really don't like doing that, so I think I'm just gonna wait.
My opinion is
there's no wrong answer. With that.
Yeah,
there
we're
is
just
no wrong. Like there's a couple things I want to add.
Okay.
Like Justin is not wrong. Like everything he said was absolutely right. Like that, there were things that he said that I felt the same way. I honestly, the only reason I gave Destiny a second chance is because I was a Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked, and I got the not Taken King, but if y'all know the Iron Lords DLC, I don't know what it was called. Came out the one right after Taken King, the last DLC. It came out in the complete edition for $60. Well, I was like, no, dude, there ain't no way I'm getting that. Well, about 3 months later at Best Buy, guess what? It was $30 on sale on one of their like flash sales, and I got it with Gamers Club Unlocked for like $25. So I was like, you know what? Destiny was at least fun enough to do that. Even the multiplayer is at least fun enough to do that. Hey guys, we gotta take out these mortars.
Okay, let's do it.
So, when it comes to what Justin was saying, dude, I 100% agree. Like, great game, but there was only so much content there to kind of keep you busy and go, whoa, is that it? I've done this, and this, and this. The complete edition fixed a lot of that problem for me. Obviously, until you get like max level, but I'm still not max level. It takes a lot longer than it used to. But it's still more satisfying. They really looked at it, broke that game down, and made it better in the complete edition. But by the time you got there, you've spent hundreds of dollars into a game you've only halfway liked. You love it and you want to really like it, but it's kind of like, you know, you could have done more for me sooner, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think that's an issue they're fixing with Destiny 2. I think it's awesome. Right out the gate, they're gonna have 80 story missions,
Wow.
and I love the story missions. So
That's awesome.
it's
I
80
didn't know
plus.
that.
Which is really cool. They wanted to make a point. They said, the developer said, I want you to get sick of how much story we're actually throwing at you in this game. That has been our primary focus. They have stuff that's similar to patrols, like the way patrols do. They do have the classic patrols, you know, where you just farm rep kind of thing. But they also have a new system where you go, like, you can actually solo mini bosses and stuff, and that stuff's fun. You know, like the MMO fan in me like really looks forward to doing stuff like that. Left side heavy stuff.
It does have MMO elements of feel for sure.
Yeah, it's not cookie cutter MMO by any means, but it is the closest thing you're gonna get to a real MMO experience.
Yeah, at least right now.
In our console space. Or PC, if you play it on PC, it's not, but it's just a fun game. It is fun, and I do think it would be smart if you get it to get the expansion pass edition. But that's all I'm going to cover, and that's the same problem with the other game. That problem would be a problem if the content was fun enough, but the content, there's only so much there, and then it's kind of like, you know? So, the content seems to be kind of catching up to that to make it worthwhile. But it's yet to see. It's one of those things. I'm getting it day one. I already have it pre-ordered.
Oh yeah.
I needed more
Several
games
new
for my One
titles.
X. And yeah. We have new titans in the middle. I'm gonna kill. But I got it. I'm gonna really enjoy it. And what's cool is, if I get far enough, when y'all do eventually pick up the game, if they do, you know, an Xbox One X edition of it, which I do believe that they eventually will. I really think they're stupid for not. If it sells as well as they're thinking it is, and as just even by the way pre-orders have had such a fast start, you know, I do look forward to playing with y'all. But the great thing about it is they've made solo play better. Like, there's looking for groups with the raids. I don't have to go, well, I can't get the in-game content because I can't find a teammate. No, it's because if I don't find a teammate, it's literally because I didn't do the LFG system. I was too shy. You know, pretty much. So,
I saw on
that's
Twitter
kind of how I think about it.
that Aaron
Hey, Christian,
Greenberg,
on this game mode, Bubba, you need to buy some turrets. Put them out if you got it.
Alright.
I know you haven't. I
turrets
don't think
and
you've played this
arc
game mode yet.
today, bro.
But hey, man, good job on surviving that wave. I think they brought it, man.
They brought it.
I'm sorry, Blake. I didn't mean to cut you off. But
No,
yeah,
no.
I was just
it's all
kind
good.
of like keeping the
Hey, this
gameplay
is an
going. right
interactive
here.
podcast, so we're playing while we
Oh,
talk.
yeah.
I like that. You know, it's cool. No, I saw Aaron
I'm gonna throw out
Greenberg
some arc
on
traps.
Twitter said that they're gonna have a live stream with Marlon Wayans on, which, you know, one of the Wayans brothers. So I think that'll be really funny and be good for Xbox players too. You know, to maybe get them to want to buy Destiny 2. So that's really neat. But
Now, who is the Wayland brothers?
you know, the
Or-
dudes
'cause I
that
don't
did
know.
White Chicks and stuff, like the real funny
Oh,
brothers.
okay.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
freaking hilarious.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
No,
old
just
school, bro. Okay, so let's get into
One quick thing
wrestling.
before we move on.
Okay.
Before we move on,
Get
because
quick, bro. We gotta
what
get
I
some
had to
topics.
say. What I think about Destiny 2 is, like, I played the beta, and I'm a first-time Destiny player, like, because I never got this first one. I really
that's a
think
cool perspective.
I think it's really cool to me because for someone who's never doesn't even know what the story is about, I played the story and I fell in love with, like, the whole storyline of it. You know, all the weapons and the multiplayer. Well, not necessarily the multiplayer. I'm still trying to work out that.
It's
but
way
everything.
faster paced than Destiny 1 multiplayer wise.
Yeah.
And I like it. I know
That's
it's
awesome,
30
dude.
frames still, but dude, anybody that has played the Destiny 2 beta can attest to that. They've added SMGs and, like, faster type weapons to make it feel like a faster experience. It does feel quick. It feels fast. It feels blistering paced, even though it's 30 frames, which is crazy because I'm kind of like, I know this is 30, but these people are making me really try hard right now. You know, and that was really fun. I think y'all would enjoy playing that with us. Me and Nukem played it together and had a blast. Yeah, to Christian's
It's
point
definitely
on the story, the story it's a cool story. It's kind of like, you know, Halo 1 to 2. Like, Halo 1 was all about the adventure. Halo 2 is, oh shit, they're attacking our home now. We got to defend Earth. Well, that's what Destiny 2's kind of doing, to me, in a weird way.
I saw that on the trailer.
It's like, it's time to finish the fight. No, it's time to defend home. We got the tower. It's time to take the tower back. To me, that's a better story than just let's explore this new beautiful place that we have.
And what is the darkness?
That's a cool story. We're facing adversity now. They're answering the questions that Destiny 1 kind of had. Whereas Destiny 1 is a lot more of a complete experience now if you play it now. That's like, dude, I haven't wanted to play another game solo in days. And that's like, the only difference is there's like raid. I would like to do the raid for the in-game content. Well, Destiny 2's fixing that problem. There's a lot of things, and you don't have to go back to the tower to find a quest. There's going to be quest lines out in the wilderness now, which is more like a traditional MMO, which is great. You know, like I'm hyped for it, bro. I think they did a really good job. They didn't just sit there and go, well, we're going to use the same exact everything. Like, they did improve. I don't know if they improved the engine necessarily, but they did improve definitely the lighting and the way shadows cast on the wall, that kind of thing. I think it's all stuff that's going to look phenomenal on the Xbox One X if they decide to do it. And I do think that they're going to, because I think it's going to be based solely on sales. I think they're going to sell enough of the console to actually do that. If not, right then, Holiday's going to be huge. I think Holiday's going to be a lot bigger than they expect, but because they're going to be some great deals. You know, I know that's what Justin's kind of waiting on, is some stellar deals, man. And
Justin's all about the bargains.
There's no wrong answer. Dude, there's nothing wrong.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not a wrong answer on that, bro. There is not a wrong answer on that.
Hey, we
That
had
is all
Snow
good.
One Snow One EST join our chat and say hi. So what's up, man?
What's up, Snow?
How you doing?
Hey.
Tell your
What if it's
friends.
a girl?
It might be. What's up, chick? Hey, it's a Bro Night podcast. Even chicks can be our bros.
Yeah, man, we want to be interactive. We don't want to ignore our chat, man. We're not just gonna give a blanket statement and go, hey guys, yeah, thanks for joining the chat. We want to actually get to know y'all guys and interact. That's what the vision of this podcast is all about. And if you even want to game with us, hit us up, man. We're all on Xbox Live. Our Gamertags are on here. Come on, they should be linked below. I'm pretty sure they are. Hit me up on Twitter, whatever, man. Let's do this. Let's do the damn thing, man. It's fun. That's what it's all about, man. It's getting in a community of gamers. That is what the Bro Night podcast is all about, man. And I love it. It's exciting. It's a fun time to be a gamer. Let's all get into it together, man. That's what I'm all about.
And yeah, man. And I just want to say, thanks for stopping in. Tell your friends. Hit us up on Twitter, like he said. Okay, guys, let's pull out our batting chairs, get your favorite Sting mask and jacket on, and let's talk about some wrestling real quick. Let's let's talk about the SummerSlam and maybe what all's going on in the environment of wrestling, if you will, right now. And I enjoyed SummerSlam greatly.
Nick's left.
I thought SummerSlam was actually really cool. So, Chase, Christian, y'all are the wrestling experts around here. Do y'all want to talk about things you're excited and what's going on?
I'm excited for what SummerSlam. I thought SummerSlam, because it seems like there's 2 pay-per-views, even though they say there's 4 big pay-per-views. The two, to me, the things that I take away, our Harvester got destroyed. The things I took away from SummerSlam were they were setting, like, usually it's a payoff pay-per-view, whereas all the storylines up to that point, all the good guys are going to win, so to speak, except for maybe 1 or 2 storylines. This time it was, hey, let's set up for WrestleMania, to me, like in May, next May. They are setting up big, but I never expected it to be what it actually was, and that is, man, they're setting up big time for Payback, which is usually a smaller pay-per-view, but they're setting up something that I think is as big as Sting Hogan in today's day and age. It's not as big, but I mean, I'm talking about Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Now, I would have thought it was going to be even bigger than that, but John Cena absolutely buried that ass. he absolutely buried Roman Reigns, like in a good way. He made Roman Reigns kind of like dig deep and actually have to go off script. Roman Reigns always sticks to the script so much that he isn't even believable, and that's his main problem. I will say though, in ring wise, if you're talking about him in the ring fighting a guy, he always puts on hellacious shows. Always, is always at the house shows. I mean, me and Blake were at Monday Night Raw in Little Rock, Arkansas a couple months back, and
it was lit.
Dude, they ended the show, and when he speared, like, everybody booed him when he came out, but by God, when he hit that spear, everybody was lit, man. It was like, yeah, dude, that was awesome. So, I mean, that's one thing I'm excited about what SummerSlam set up. The pay-per-view itself with SummerSlam, the match of the night that I looked forward to, I would say the AJ Styles Kevin Owens match, because it was so built up, was really good. And the main event, those are the only 2 matches that I really were lit for. AJ Styles is one of my favorite of all time. I really wanted Samoa Joe to win the main event. I knew he probably wasn't. It didn't feel like the right time for him. But I will say, it was awesome to see. But I did say, I talked to Cod Gamer. He's pretty big in the Xbox community.
Yeah.
He's also a very big wrestling fan.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
I talked to him about wrestling, and he said, man, I want Strowman to win. And I told him that day, like before the pay-per-view ever started, I said, bro, this is going to set up the Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar Beast versus Sasquatch guy, in Braun Strowman kind of thing.
Hey, I will say at SummerSlam, it was awesome to see somebody throw Brock Lesnar like a rag doll. I mean, that was, I don't care who you are. That was pretty cool.
Which, hey, if you would have watched a little bit before SummerSlam,
Braun
Samoa Joe
Strowman
did that too, but Samoa Joe got injured, unfortunately, and it changed storylines. It was really great, though, to see all 4 of those in the ring. Roman Reigns,
Christian and Chase, we can't have y'all both talking at the same time, guys. Can y'all hear each other?
And then you have Brock Lesnar, who is just a freaking, beast. He's the beast.
Yeah.
And so it sets up a good 4-way, man. It sets up a unique heavyweight 4-way. Usually you have one quick guy, one this, that. It was all heavyweights, baby. It was all anybody can win the fight kind of thing. And with Brock Lesnar being there, and as big as he's been hyped up, it's really spectacular that he was put in that position. And that's all I got to say about it. I was hyped for the match. I was really freaking excited to see how Braun Strowman showed on Raw the following night that, hey, I got your number. I can suplex you and slam you on the mat, even if you're looking right at me. That makes me go, damn. Now I've got to watch Payback, because not only am I going to be seeing Roman Reigns versus John Cena after that hellacious promo they cut last Monday night, but I get to see Braun Strowman and freaking Brock Lesnar, man. It's 2 legitimate beasts going at it. Like, bro, that's awesome. Another thing I told Cod Gamer was, dude, I am getting so excited because all the little pay-per-views are getting just as good as the big pay-per-views, if not better. They're producing better matches.
I agree.
And I've gone on too long about the SummerSlam thing, but I will say that I am pumped up about where the story mode is, and or story mode. God, it's not a video game. But where the story is going. Yeah, the writing is getting decent. There's matches I'm actually compelled to see, and that keeps me subscribed to the WWE Network. Only $9.99. There you go. There's a there's a shameless endorsement.
Is there anything you would like to say about the current wrestling environment?
I like to say that the way that they're doing with Braun Strowman is what I love most about it, because they are putting him against one of the baddest dudes in all wrestling. Almost. Because this man, because Brock Lesnar, he took out the streak, the legendary streak, hashtag RIP Undertaker.
RIP though.
And I've heard stories about how he was recruited from a strongman competition back in, like, so back when he,
Core.
I think it was like before the Wyatts we're like there, but
Reinforcements are inbound, team.
yeah, I think I like the way they're doing it. I liked how SummerSlam set up their feud of how like it's like, oh, like like Strowman like strong arm Lesnar, you know, he threw him around, he put him through all the announce tables. That's what like got me hyped up for it. It's like, holy crap. It's like, holy crap, like he got strong armed by like someone, a new guy, you know, like everyone knows Lesnar, he's the baddest dude on the planet. You know, you wouldn't think someone ever do that to someone who took the streak and broke it
The shield.
over his knee.
Harvesters are going now.
They're right in the middle of it.
Yeah. I'll
But,
add another Harvester shield.
Woo!
I personally love
Three
it.
enemies, guys.
I'm surprised. I know Chase never mentioned this, but Jinder Mahal was really surprising to me of how he's made his comeback into wrestling.
Oh, it's huge.
You know?
Yeah. Good point, bro. Great point, actually.
Because we
Huge.
all know him, all you hardcore wrestling fans that were there back in when 3MB was created, how Heath Slater, Drew McIntyre, and him were all in a three-way team, and it was just crazy because I never saw him in a long time. Then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere. It's just like, oh, Jinder Mahal has just got insanely ripped. Like that's the first thing I noticed about him. Like he became a big man.
That's
Like he
awesome,
became
dude.
a big man like right off the bat. That's what
He was like a
insane to me.
cruiserweight. Damn near.
And that's what's crazy. Like same way with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was in the same thing, but he went to other like indie companies, and he came out of it. Like he came back
Cortana,
into NXT
stop listening.
and came out and became one of the
Sorry,
top
she likes
tiers
being dead.
of that. All they need to do is kick Heath Slater out and bring him back, and maybe he'll be a top star for once in his life. So I mean,
That's awesome, bro. Well,
yeah, that's what I
well,
think about that.
Let's say, is it time for next topic? A lot of dead noise here.
Yeah, dude. Now Christian's talking. I don't know if you can hear him, but now let's talk about the McGregor Mayweather fight because that was epic. I just want to say,
Oh man,
I'm gonna give my take and then
Glory.
let's let Justin chime in. I think that it was way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be originally. So in that way, I was very pleasantly surprised, and I thought it turned out really cool. And I think Mayweather was playing the slow game, and I think experience and conditioning won the day. Mostly experience. Like, I mean, I think Mayweather knew what he was doing, man. He started stalking McGregor later on, and you could just tell.
he was
like,
more experienced and it showed.
It showed, yeah. But Justin, you want to chat that fight up, man? Talk about it for a few minutes? Or
Oh,
just
yeah,
your
for
take
sure.
on it?
So, first off, had to let everybody know I did not spend $100. I watched it for free. Thank you, Twitter.
On Twitter.
And everybody else
We love Twitter.
going the illegal showing.
Shout out
Yes.
to Twitter.
I did that too.
I did.
Here's the thing, man. I will give Mayweather, even though people give him crap for dancing, he is 50-0, 51-0.
He's
If
impressive.
you count the fight with his wife in the bedroom. Aside from that,
51.
He had to go there.
I had to. I just had to. But
You
nobody
had
really
to go
took
there,
it-
Justin.
Nobody really. Well, I say nobody. A lot of people didn't take into consideration. That was Conor McGregor's first boxing match ever, a professional boxing match ever, and he went 10 rounds with a legend.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That alone.
With a man who's never been
That's a-
beaten.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Ever.
And all it really
Who-
came
who's
down
never
to,
been
I
knocked
fully
down.
believe.
Is what I heard.
That's right. UFC, as everybody knows, there's 5 rounds, and that's in the championship title. Boxing is 12. I truly believe if Conor McGregor was able to keep up his stamina
Stamina.
on par with Mayweather's, doing fine. I think that's where
I know he
Mayweather
tried
knew
to
that
prep
he
for
had
it.
Conor McGregor. Yes, he did. He did, and you could just tell by, I would say around the 6th round, I was starting to question how he's doing. And then by definitely the 8th, I was like, he's winded. And Mayweather was completely facing that to happen, and that is exactly what happened. Mayweather said around the 8th round he's going to come at him, and he did exactly that.
Mayweather took some big ass shots too, man, and just ate them for lunch. So
Hey, we got Grant shooting
that
at
made me
4.
go. Yeah. Sorry, I just got back. Gonna go wee.
Oh yeah, man, it's all good. No, Justin, I
yeah,
agree,
man.
and that's what's crazy is, I mean, McGregor is a specimen of a man, and to still be lacking conditioning, I mean, that just shows you how physically fit boxers are. I mean, that's impressive. I mean, very impressive.
Great idea.
Absolutely.
It might be more boring to watch than MMA, but by God, you gotta respect some aspects.
You do.
No doubt.
You do definitely
Yes.
gotta respect them, man.
And speaking of that, Chase, if it was MMA, I probably would have hosted it at the Hassan crib, but
And I would have pitched
boxing.
him money to watch it there.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
since it was
That's
boxing
the best
prelims,
times.
I had no
Well,
desire
hey.
to purchase pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a weak ass prelim, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm not even. I'm a loose boxing fan. Hey guys, we gotta take that mortar quick, fast, and hurry.
Okay.
Justin's right by him, I think. So he'll get him.
And I forgot, but I'm about to unveil it here. I had some wrestling jokes for our wrestling topic. I'm
R.I.P.
gonna read
Owen
those
Hart.
because I love adding a little bit of humor into the chaos. Okay, so here it goes. Joke number 1, brother. If Scott Steiner became a religious leader, what would his name be?
Oh wow, I have no idea.
Big Papa Pope.
Yes.
What else could it have been, right?
Okay. Why does Vince want to go to heaven?
Why?
Because he has no chance in hell.
No chance in hell.
Yes.
I feel like we're doing the dad joke YouTube videos right
Dude,
now.
I love dad jokes.
Dad
That's
jokes.
that is my forte. The older I get, the better I get at dad jokes, man. My game is strong, bro. Okay, here we go. How does Jim Ross like his coffee?
Hold on. Let me think about this one.
Okay.
Let me think of. How does Jim Ross like?
Broken in half.
That's a good answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the real answer?
No, here's the answer. Stone Cold.
Yes.
Let's
Okay. Why can't Dolph Ziggler go to the gas station?
Why?
Oh my God.
Because he always carries matches. Okay. Last one here. Rob
funny
Van
'cause they're
Dam.
true.
Okay, Rob Van Dam and Sabu get in a car.
God, dude.
Who's driving?
All right, party time. Your
The
Titan is ready.
police.
Sorry. Okay, if you understand wrestling, that is actually freaking hilarious.
Those jokes are pretty epic.
Because him and Sabu always getting baked.
I love those jokes. I thought y'all would like those, so I love having a little
Those are all really good.
Yeah.
humor
Yes.
section.
Oh, hashtag blessing. Thank you,
I
sir.
think they're ready, Drugs.
Dude, that,
Right, team?
like, seriously, that just made my whole.
That just made my
everything.
day.
That made the
gotta-
whole podcast, Labor
That's
Day
awesome.
edition of Pro Night Podcast. It really did. Oh my God.
Well,
Wow.
I am glad. Yes, and this is a special Labor Day edition. We want to do like a late night show for you guys, and y'all can join the chat, hit us up, have fun with us. I mean, that's the whole idea, because we're going to be doing it anyways, so we wanted to make a cool cast out of it. And now,
Strictly speaking to the YouTube people that catch the replay,
Yeah.
shout out to y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
We're doing the live version of this right now, but thank you for tuning in and watching the replay on YouTube.
Absolutely.
We do definitely want to get a following there, and hopefully that following will help our live following. We want to be an interactive show. We want to be able to game with y'all even, or even have guests. My goodness, why not? You know,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
doing it. We're doing it live, motherfucker. We're doing
We
it
have
live.
already
Let's go.
talked with some really cool Xbox community members and friends of ours, and we're going to have some really cool guests coming up for y'all in the near future. So just stay tuned, guys. Now, guys, let's talk Titanfall 2 for a little bit, since that's what we are playing. We have had a blast on it lately. I mean, I've had a lot of fun doing this. And we've been playing attrition, and if you haven't played Frontier Defense mode yet, you're just not living right. You need to have some business in your life. Because this
It's my
Frontier
favorite
Defense
thing to
is
do.
awesome, guys. It's so fun. And, you know, it reminds me of my childhood, because my brother and I loved watching Gundam Wing as kids.
Oh yeah.
And this
Hero
is-
Yue.
Yes, Hero!
Oh,
This totally scratches
One
some
on
of
the,
those
front-
itches,
one on
man.
the thing,
It's,
guys.
it's just great. And we've been able to play with a lot of our friends from the community. If you would like to play this with us, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up in the chat, YouTube comments, leave your gamer tag, and we will totally be down to do that. I mean, I would be honored to have some friends.
Try me, bro.
Yeah. Sure.
Test.
And let's talk about our Titans that we love to use, guys. Like, I'll go first, and then y'all can go. I love using the Tone Titan because his cannon is just amazing, and he has a really cool shield. And the
Bet you Brittany likes your cannon too.
oh yeah, and the homing cannon, yeah. And the is glorious.
Shout out to Brittany, I love you. Sorry,
Shout
I just
out
used doing that
to my fiance Brittany, she the bomb.
Yes,
And,
shout out to Patrick Martin. I love him. AKA
We love
Russell
Patrick
Martin,
Martin.
Ginger
Yes.
Friend.
love
Okay,
you too,
now
Patrick.
guys,
Thank you for watching,
Chase,
Patrick.
talk about your Scorcher real quick and what you like about him.
Man, honestly, I like him. I don't know why. Like, when the game first came out, I saw a video that broke down all of the different Titans, all the new ones, all the old ones that had new spins, that kind of thing. The Scorcher was just like this freaking, like I've always been the guy that was just like, okay, if you're gonna make me choose between Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander, I'm picking. I love the fire, baby. Fire, fire, fire. And that's what it kind of boiled down to. I was just like, okay. But as I played Titan Defense, it's such a good one for Titan Defense, or Frontier Defense, I mean, because I can shoot out these barrels and have enemies walk into it, and you're defending a certain point. So whatever point I decide to defend, I can like shoot gas barrels out and set them on fire and
Yeah.
scorch the hell out of them. Pun intended.
Salvo cool.
But anyway, yeah. And the salvo is just, he just slams the ground and fire, brimstone goes everywhere. He's just a total
That
badass.
sounds Yeah.
And
That's hard style right there.
I think he is, oh yeah, dude. Real hard style to the base, dog. Wave 3, bitch, let's go. Anyway, yeah, man. Probably, he's just my favorite, man. I loved the machine gun guy. I kept it pretty simple in Titanfall 1. But you give me a fucking fire gun, I will take that shit and run. Yes, I want to be the flamethrower bastard. That's who I want to become, even in Call of Duty World War II, the game that I have reservations about that we're going to talk about later.
We'll talk about
in
that
this
in a little
podcast.
bit.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
That's all I
Okay.
gotta say about that.
Justin, Christian, what do y'all like about Titanfall 2 so far?
Justin, I'll let you go first.
Oh, well, thank you, Christian. I appreciate
No
it.
pressure.
Yeah, absolutely not. Alright, so to begin, since I am the bargain central person, EA Access is the
Yeah.
reason I'm
Where
playing
it's at.
Titanfall 2. $5 a month. For everybody that used to try EA Access, like me, almost 2 years ago, it has gotten so much better, I can confirm.
It has.
Also
man,
get
legit,
Battlefield
dude.
1 on there too.
Battlefield 1.
So-
Battlefield 1 alone. God bless.
Yeah, EA Access is
America.
bargain.
Makes it worth it
.com.
already.
It does, bro.
So, although the only game type I've literally played on Titanfall 2 is Frontier Defense, it is awesome, it's entertaining, it's new, it's refreshing, it's a break from other games.
And it's fun
Should
to
try
play
it
with your
again.
bros.
Yes, $5 a month, guys. All you gotta pay.
That's what I do.
Just get
Heck.
EA access.
And what's
Yes.
cool is I got to like I owned Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1. I got to share one of my buddies that came over for cookout. He has an Xbox One, and I was like, "Hey man, I want to play Battlefield 1 with you." And he's like, "Oh, I don't have it, man." And I was like, "Dude, I have it on EA Access. Let me give it to you." And I actually gave it to him to game together because that's what it's all about, man. That's how it's the gamer's core.
Yeah.
And then Christian, he's up in this podcast, man, or Dark Knight, buddy, which is what he should change his gamer tag to. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. That is what your gamer tag should be.
It really is.
Anyway, I gave him my Titanfall 2 today because, bro, I love playing with my bros, man. That's what it's all about. EA Access, like Justin was saying, is an absolute fucking bargain. Like, it is bargain central.
Yes.
It is the epitome of bargain central. And you get all the freaking sports games you want. You know, it's like one of those you might not think you want it, but once you start playing, oh, it's actually kind of fun. You know, all those too, man. It's a bargain. EA sponsor us. We just talk you up with money.
It's like, where
Anyway,
have you been my whole life?
EA, our Patreon is patreon.com/2bears, 2XBEARS. Come on, bitch, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about it, man. I'm so happy that we're able to game on games that I love.
too,
And
bro.
Blake played some Battlefront 2, which another thing with EA Access, if you get Battlefront 2 on EA Access, guess what? All the DLC is free on EA Access, and Dragon Age Inquisition. By God, if you're a single player guy, there you go. It's all the DLC's free with that too. Come on, man. It is a bargain, man. Come on. That's a if you get EA
Can't beat it.
Access for $5 for at least 1 month, you can play with all of us and get on the Bro Night podcast.
Yeah.
Come on, bargain
Hit us
central.
up, guys. Hit us up. I love it.
But yeah, that's all I got with it, man.
Well, Christian, as
Alright.
a
Oh my
dude,
God.
and this is Christian's first day, literally, playing this game. What do you think so far, man?
Besides the beta.
Well, brother, like Chase said, I am with y'all live through VA Game Disc, not EA Access, supplied by Chase Jones himself. But I have played the beta I played the beta like eons ago. It feels like on this, and I really loved it. And I'm using the Legion Titan.
Nice.
Which makes me feel like George from Halo Reach, which I
Nice,
love
bro.
really much.
I love that. I love that reference. I love it.
Yeah, baby.
Hashtag
Gotta do some
RIP
Halo
George.
exercise.
Yeah.
RIP, dog.
Yeah, and I've always been a turret type man. I've used it on Halo 5 and other Halos back in Halo 4, the OG days of my gaming career.
Middle, guys.
Yeah, heavy middle.
And I'm really addicted to this game already. I've been wanting to get it for a long time. I know my buddies are just like, bro, you need to go buy this game or rent or something. This is just, it's amazing. Like, campaign's amazing, everything's amazing. I was just like, well, shit, I gotta get this. And sadly, I cannot get it via EA Access since I am a 17-year-old teenager without a job at the moment. Struggle is real, but I'm really excited for what I can do in this game. Like just climbing on the Titans and taking their shit off them and running around.
Awesome, bro.
Run
Yeah, it's so
around.
fun, man.
It's I love the openness about it. It's not like Call of Duty where it's just like you're enclosed into like one map. It's a huge map. You can climb on buildings. You know, you can snipe people too if you are a FaZe or Optic member. Shout out to FaZe Agony.
Reinforcements are inbound, team.
But yeah,
Harvester help
yeah,
is
I'm really
50%.
excited for what I can do and in the upcoming games the upcoming stuff I can do on here.
That's awesome, bro. Okay, well, let's shift topics for just a second so we can get to our main topic of the night. But wait, there's more. But first, let's let Justin, who is our resident Apple fanboy, discuss his
baby.
thoughts on the upcoming iPhone 8 and some rumors and news. Okay, we'll have to do a retry here. You know, we have to
We're gonna do it this time, guys. We're gonna fucking do
We get so into it. Yeah.
Okay,
This
let's
is
let
our
Justin
first time
set
playing
this
this
up.
map.
Got another shot at this.
Alright.
Don't worry, you guys
So
will be
iPhone,
fine.
I don't even know what to call it, honestly. Here's what I will say about Apple, just while you start the topic. Absolute best company in the world on not telling you until when they want to tell you what the product is going to be. People
Bar
are
none.
saying it's iPhone 7X. People are saying iPhone 8. We just don't know what to call it. I can say the only
iPhone
possible
8S.
reason. Yes, exactly. The only possible reason it may be an actual iPhone 8 breaking tradition is because it is going to be the 10th iPhone that they released. So it may be an RIP tribute to Steve Jobs. RIP,
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way.
man. R.I.P. dog.
R.I.P. baby.
R.I.P.
To your Hindu ass.
Yes, some of the biggest rumors, and again, I want to reiterate, these are only rumors, as it has been for the past 10 years, and usually about 1 out of the 30 rumors is true. So with that in mind, hopefully the one that will happen is the OLED fully functional screen. Completely get rid of the home button and just implement it into the screen, which will be absolutely lit.
Isn't it supposed
As
to be
Chase knows.
OLED?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
what
one
he
thing
was
that I'm
saying.
Well, I
excited
just said
about.
OLED. But
Yeah,
Yeah, bro,
that's gonna
like,
be
holy-
insane.
OLED.
Oh,
That
sorry.
Oh,
is
yes,
gonna be-
Yeah,
OLED.
dude, that's one thing that's what all the people recommend you should go to if you're going to the Xbox One X is the OLED, which I'm looking at the QLED. I'm like, holy shit, that's next
It
level.
is insane.
But OLED is
Yes.
beautiful, bro. And for a phone, we already were like, holy shit, 1080p 60 or 4K 30 on an iPhone?
Yes.
What? Now we're about to
Yeah.
get fucking. Now we're about to get like OLED. Come on, bro. I'm not hugely educated, but just from looking at the screens that I'm used to now compared to a TV screen and knowing what an OLED screen on a TV looks like, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, okay, next level shit right here.
Yeah.
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
I'm
And
That
excited.
is
believe
insane what they
Apple-
can do on a phone. I mean, it just really is.
Yes. That's exactly
That cannot
right.
be
And I am
understated.
confident that Apple is going to upgrade their software, especially not the oldest Apple TV, but the latest Apple TV that they've released with the memory storage. I believe they will have an update where you can have 4K support on that. They've already done the 3D TV support up. In fact, the old one has 3D TV support as well. I believe the 4K will be announced.
Nice. Dude, I
That's
need,
gonna
I
be
need.
lit.
Well, they said that. They said
Yeah.
that we need to bring 4K to the monitor because that's where everything's going.
Everything's
I did see that,
Yeah.
and that's man, hell, it's basically already there. I know that the story right now is, oh man, people are adopting 4Ks faster than ever. Well, man, dude, it is. It's happening every day. It's growing damn near exponentially. It seems like, and
yeah.
I got lucky and was blessed to get a TV that's Best Buy for the 65-inch version of my TV. I have a 55-inch. The 65-inch is $999.99, so it's $999 for the version I have, and I just have a 10-inch less. Got for $650 because my dad is a veteran. We got to get the dad
No
a
sales
shout out
tax.
all the vets out there. But yeah, we got to get it on sale for like $650 at an airport place, which is freaking wonderful. I got blessed and lucky, and honestly, I have an awesome brother and an awesome wife who hooked me up. And really, at the time, it was just, oh, I want HDR gaming because I have a HDR console in the Xbox One S, which is awesome to have right now. But the One X is also going to be HDR, so without even knowing it, I'm kind of future-proofed myself in a certain extent. But like we were talking about OLEDs earlier, that is the next level, and it is now. OLEDs are now like probably around 1,000, whereas the QLEDs are like 2,229.
They're
That's
up
like
there.
a weird number. Yeah, way too much for a TV for me. But that same TV in a year will probably be right at that 1,000 mark because that's kind of like the way it's been going.
Yeah.
It all
true.
depends on how much they
that's
sell.
how they work.
I hope they are right about how fast they're selling, because dude, that's how much that's gonna make them cheaper the more they sell. That's how TVs kind of work.
And before we do close up with the Apple topic, I do want everybody to know the only thing that is definitely for certain, because Apple themselves have released it, is September 12th will be the announcement date for the latest products, and
Nice.
it will definitely have the
Ooh.
phone in there.
That's
just
coming up
because
soon, bro.
September of the year. It is right around the corner. Cannot wait. It will be streamed, and then probably pre-order sales will be 2 or 3 days typically when Apple does that.
They're
right
probably
after
gonna
the
sell out like the
announcement.
Xbox One X.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
a lot more.
okay, guys.
That's
So
ridiculous.
that brings us to our main topic of the evening. Let's talk about that COD World War II beta. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so far, you know, mixed feelings. There's some pros and cons that I've seen.
I haven't even played it yet.
Yeah, Christian hasn't got to play it yet. Justin and I have. Chase has.
We're gonna change that tonight.
Yeah, and we're gonna probably play some more
Yes.
later if you want to play with us or something.
One at the
So,
core.
So, I think that, you know, it's fun as far as the action. I love the new war mode. The new war mode is something cool. It's a breath of fresh air for Call of Duty. So represent on that.
That was a rough wave.
I like the score streaks I've seen so far. I think
This feels
those are
like the
pretty cool.
longest match the Frontier Defense I've ever played.
It really does, bro.
Just throwing that out there. I don't know what the hell.
Hey,
is
we're on
going
wave 4 right now. Let's go.
They're turning back now.
Yeah, so I think there has some, you know, there are pros. Chase, would you like to go on a mini rant about some things about it?
I won't call it a rant, man.
Okay.
Whenever I talk about my feeling on this game, you have to understand. I looked at a lot of the new games that are coming out. I see the
Yeah.
DirectX 12 and the new tech they've put into games. To me, I see COD World War II as lazy developing. Now, I played it with y'all. You know, I played it with everybody here, and Noof tonight, and one of his friends. Shout out to him. I can't remember the name.
Nova,
But,
I think
dude,
it was.
Yeah, Nova. Yeah, like, played with all y'all, and dude, played war mode tonight, and that was absolutely fun. But, it's a big but. It feels like an arcade mode. It feels
Yeah.
like an arcade game. It feels like a $40 game that since it has Call of Duty in front of it, I gotta pay $60 for. I had no fun on Domination. I actually just got killed a lot and didn't enjoy myself. But every time I didn't enjoy myself, on top of that, I had a bad taste in my mouth from the graphics. I was just like, the character models look like Xbox 360 character models. They look like crap, bro. They look terrible. I'm like, dude, why would I put money into a game that I think looks like crap when there's games that are already out that I can still put money into, look great, and I have a lot more fun to do a lot better at on. You know, like kind of that's my overall take on that.
Yeah.
But
We've
I
gotten a
will
little
say
spoiled.
tonight we all played war mode together, and it was really fun. It felt like Rush, but guess what? I could play Rush on Battlefield 1 and have a blast compared to that, and actually do good and be top of my leaderboard. You know, whereas I will sacrifice that to play with friends. I feel like I've proved that through my gameplay and through the games that I have played that I've not been good at in the past and games that I have been good at. But I just don't know so far, man. I kind of look forward to playing more of it. I do think I've done a lot more games. I did only play like, you know, a little bit over an hour of it, but it really was because it left such a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't want to play more than an hour of it. And it sounds terrible, and I'm not one of those stereotypical, Call of Duty. I'm not like, they're Call of Duty. I'm not that typical fan. I like Call of Duty for what it is. It's a fun little game. I love kill streaks. Hey, y'all got to take out those mortars over there, by the way. But I love
I'm
the
on
game. As far as
No,
Call
I'm
of
not
Duty.
on it.
But I do think that they've taken a step back in an unhealthy way. Call of Duty is so used to the consumer being so dumb.
Yeah.
That
they really are.
literally everything's okay. I have a scale that I use on every game, and I go, and I try to be simple. Like I really break down a lot of graphics. I really do think graphics are important. But ultimately, I always tell myself, am I having fun? And not only were the graphics shitty, but I was not having fun. Tonight, that was different. I was actually enjoying it.
That's awesome.
I do think there's some frame rate issues with the beta. I did have fun, so that made me go from going like I'm never going to get this game to, okay, man, I am going to at least, I will get a game for a game mode. I love game modes. I love good games. Hell, I buy Battlefield 1 to play contests. You know what I mean? So I will buy a game for that. But so far, it needs to show me a little more. I hope everybody's right on the fact that since it's a beta, it's not as pretty as it's going to look.
I think that's a big.
But I do think that's not true. I think I've heard otherwise that the game is, we gotta stop those new titles. Quick, fast, and hurry, fellas. But we do need to take that into consideration. Completely, 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
But I will say that my scale or my
your standard.
I don't know, my standard of a game. Thank you. My standard of a game is a little high because of so many great games that were made in the past few years. From Halo 5 to even Black Ops 3. If we're talking about strictly Call of Duty, Black Ops 3 is a game that was really rough when it started, but got better. And I'm hoping that this is what World War II is going to do.
I hope so too, man.
Whereas Modern Warfare is a visually great. You know, I think they're relying way too much on, hey, we have boots to the ground COD. I think that is a selling point for them now, instead of a reason to make a good boots to the ground COD. Yeah. And I'm worried about that.
Well, that's marketing. I mean, that's just like a buzzword now because you know they know people
it's like 4K
want
is
it.
a buzzword.
And heck, I do want that, but I don't want that at the cost of good graphics, good assets, good gameplay. You know, I mean,
well, we gotta hold them. There's a way to do it without sounding like an asshole.
Yeah.
But we do have to be like, we're the consumer. Hey, bro, you're making the product for us, just to let you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we're spending our hard-earned money on your product.
Yeah,
If we're
that's all I gotta say.
Kind of your experience.
We want what we can get out of it. You know, we want this to be a game that we can play like all day, every day, for years to come.
Yeah, that's what Call of Duty is supposed to be.
Exactly.
I mean, you're supposed to put many hours into it. That's what it is.
Amen and
For those
glory.
that don't know, TWOxBEARS is an absolute COD beast, no matter what
It's
Call of
fucking
Duty
ridiculous.
it is. So
Thank
go
you,
ahead
guys.
and tell us kind of your viewpoint.
He's
on
Captain
it.
Price's son.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
Your, experience.
I think that if you're gonna play the beta, you know, so you can see what's up. And I think that for me, and I know Justin said this too, unlocking some different weapons has helped, and I'm ready to unlock some different score streaks as well. And you can use the Molotov score streak earlier even than the recon plane, I believe. And so if you're starting
This
out
is
and the
true,
struggle's
yes.
real, that would be a good recommendation. But also I've found that the Type 100 is pretty incredible, and you can use that on the Airborne Division.
I'm ready to unlock it.
Yeah, unlock that on the Airborne Division SMG, and you can attach a silencer if you like to be sneaky. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But that has helped me a lot, and also my 2 cents just to help you play better is to take your time, and that's any
Slow
shooter.
down, baby.
Yeah, you don't want to rush into the battle, especially in that game, because let me tell you, the time to kill in there is ridiculously fast for core, in my opinion.
Something
I
they might have
played-
to look at even.
Yeah, and that helped me play a lot better. Like my first few matches, I didn't like it. I was like, I don't know about this at all. And then
You were saying, hey, I'm going to turn in my pre-order and refund the game.
yeah, and I was kind of disillusioned, you know, and I'm not necessarily 100%, you know, the opposite of that yet, but I've had a lot more fun once I unlocked some classes, once I got the feel down, once I kind of settled down a little bit. I've actually started to enjoy it because I like to do good on games. You know, I mean, who doesn't, you know? I like to do good.
I mean,
that's
I think-
part of my problem as well.
Yeah, and my
I think
friends
if you're gonna-
challenge me, so it's cool.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna have fun on a game, you have to grind first off, because a lot of with a lot of Call of Duty games, with me starting out of like, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go get like 30 kills right off the bat, but like the first game I get, like I was a noob, because it takes a while for you to get used to everything, reaction times, the controls, you know, because it is a boots in the ground game. And I know if you've seen a lot of our streams, we've played Black Ops 3 a lot, and we're so used to flying around in the air, jumping over people, and, you know, ninjaing people, how we're so used to playing these days.
Gotta kill those big times in the middle, guys.
Yeah.
We need one of y'all to the left.
Woo. Yeah, no, that's a good point though, Christian. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, take your time, and it's a fun game once you get in. The war mode is really cool and different. I like it. I think they've taken, you know, objective-based ideas from games like Overwatch, which we also love. If y'all want to see us play that again, let us know. And I think they've taken divisions from like a Battlefield kind of idea, so it's really unique. Like I'm excited to see the headquarters. Social
Well,
space.
technically, Cod Infinite Warfare kind of has that too, so I think it's more of that.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yes. Yeah. Christian, you got anything to say before I lay down the law?
Well, with COD
Cod
World War
Beta.
II, I've seen a lot of videos, and I know it's a different type game that we're all used to, because when we think about boots in the ground, the first thing that comes to mind is Modern Warfare, Black Ops 2, and all those popular games that we know and love today. But I love the new way they're taking on is just okay. We're not gonna create another version of advanced
Just
game.
push up and get those nuke titans above it. I'll kind of
We're not gonna be like, oh, let's make an even more advanced game than Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3
Should've got most of
or
them.
I'm
all
down
that stuff
opposite
like
side.
that. They're just like, oh, like we're making a boots on the ground game. And we're gonna have our take on a boots on the ground game, because we all remember Advanced Warfare. We all played that. That was their advanced type game, and I loved the campaign on that too.
35%, guys. No more retry.
But-
I know we got one retry.
I think they're just trying to see like,
We're letting
hey,
them get too close to our
this is
harvester,
our
guys.
version of a boots on the ground
Yep.
game. I think that
We're repairing all these
kind of
turrets.
misjudged a little bit, because it is a beta, and like Justin made this statement earlier, it's like they have
3
to
enemies,
release
guys.
all of the game. I think it has more to offer
Yeah, I
than
think so
it has
too.
in the beta. Because, like I said, I've heard they
Yeah,
have,
I agree
they
with
have
that.
a little bit of a campaign. I've heard a little
You
bit.
can't
of
just
talk
say,
about
oh,
that.
just because it's COD, it's going to be a great game either.
No.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
what
You
we're
know.
figuring out.
You gotta,
What we're
you
trying
gotta,
to
like,
say is,
sometimes it might be
don't
good
judge
for the
it.
consumer to go, I'm not buying your game, so that it'll be better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. Hire good
Market
developers.
dictates.
Oh, actually update your fucking engine, because it's
Yeah.
outdated by like 10 years.
Their engine, I've been saying since.
Look at
like,
what Frostbite
Modern
3's
Warfare
doing with Madden freaking 18 and Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield Hardline. Look what it's doing with those games. And look what
Yes.
you're doing with yours. Come on, dude. You can do better. Period.
what we're trying to say is, don't judge a game based upon it's called Call of Duty. Judge it off of how it works.
Well,
How
Justin,
it's
did you
like-
have anything else that you wanted to
Justin,
say
lay
about
the. I know you wanted to lay the righteous fucking smack down, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, excuse my ownage is gonna give it to you. Here we
Uh-oh.
go. No.
Make my ears bleed.
Yes.
Yes, here. Everybody turn down the mic a little bit.
Let's
before I
let
start yelling.
him go,
Yeah.
and then we'll finish it out, boys.
That's right. Absolutely. So, in all seriousness, I have pre-ordered every single Call of Duty game except for 4, because thanks to Blake and Chase, I have been introduced to Call of Duty several years ago. This is the
Yeah.
first year where I've not pre-ordered it. The reason why is because I just kind of took a step back and was like, why am I pre-ordering this when I have not fully enjoyed the past really 3 games of Call of Duty that they've released? It's just kind of a constant cycle. One thing, which I'm just going to barely say so that way we can save it for our next podcast, is Battlefront 2. I'm absolutely stoked about it. In
It's gonna be
fact,
lit.
I regret getting Black Ops 3 because it pulled me away from the first Battlefront. I truly believe if I was done with that cycle of, okay, another Call of Duty's coming out, I'm getting it. If I was done with that cycle, I actually believe I would still probably be playing Battlefront today. And the reason why is because it's hands down, as Chase was talking about earlier, actually having fun again. That game was complete fun. Every single match that I played, it was awesome. So I'm excited
That's
to see
gonna be the next
what
broadcast game.
they're gonna bring.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk
I'm
about
excited to see
Battlefront
what
2.
they're gonna
That's a
bring
good
too.
idea. I love it.
Battlefront, yes, absolutely. Yep.
And Battlefront
I'm
2
excited
can be
about
a
it.
good topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be my main focus this year, along with every single Assassin's
Yes.
Creed that I played. I will have to play Origins
Origins.
too. But
Looks sexy
aside from
as.
that, as Blake
Yeah.
That
said
could be a
too,
good topic
as well,
too.
if you truly want to change a game, especially a huge title like Call of Duty, stop buying it. Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen,
No.
unless people just get so fed up with over the next 2 years of how the games are, which I'm seeing on Twitter and stuff. People actually are bashing
Like Chase said, I
more
mean,
getting out.
Mhm.
You just gotta
They're-
get people to stop buying it.
yeah, I mean, like Chase said, I mean, they're used to gamers just kind of mindlessly buying it and just because it has that name on it. But I tell you what, people are starting to branch out, and a lot of games are becoming higher quality, like in their graphic fidelity. Like a lot of games are stepping it up big time. So I think that, removing the veil from your eyes, if you will. Like I think people are going to start saying, "Man, this really is not up to today's like look and today's feel and standard of graphics." And yeah, I think that's going to affect the market. So, but
You cut out a little bit, Blake.
oh, okay. Well, we're about to close this down. Okay. Well, you got a random
I have
topic?
a
Okay.
topic to throw in that's been huge on the Twitter sphere, as I call it, and it is the topic of 4K 30 versus 1080-60.
Okay.
Oh
cool,
boy.
man.
60 frames per second. This is my opinion on it. 60 frames per second is always better than 30 in some ways. It's a beautiful look. It makes the game look beautiful in some ways, especially like the open world type games. Well, as we get closer to the Xbox One X, a lot of these games are getting kind of like with the PS4 Pro, are getting 4K 30 and 60 FPS options. Whereas on the PS4 Pro, it's going to be checkerboard 40 or 4K most of the time.
Yeah.
But on Xbox One X, it's actually native. And then with Assassin's Creed Origins, it's going to be checkerboard 4K, but it's going to be a dynamic scale to all the way to the max 4K. It's probably never going to actually drop from 4K. I think if I'm going to see 4K, I've bought into 4K, right? I might actually, because I'm going to get the high to ultra settings in 4K. I'm going to have beautiful draw distances. I'm going to have beautiful pixels
gonna
where I
look
think
gorgeous.
Assassin's Creed will be so smooth. I'm not going to see all these particles popping out from the stretched image or the bigger image, since it'll be native 4K. It's going
Yeah.
to slap me in the face from what I'm used to as a console gamer. However, for like Justin, he loves his TV. He's got an amazing refresh rate. He's going to get the game. If he had the One X, he could do a 1080p 60 frames option, where he won't have that on the One S, but I'm sure it will be at least good enough for optimization speaking, because they're
Okay.
always really good at optimizing games. But if, let's say he gets the One X,
Fair enough.
he has a 1080p 240 screen, he will be able to play 1080 almost ultra settings at 60 frames in a big open world game. Dude, I tell you what, even though I'm leaning towards 4K 30 now, I'm going to look at both of them when I get that game
Yeah.
on the One X. and I'm going to see which one I like better. Open world games that I've seen on YouTube and stuff that run at 60 will melt your fucking face just as much as 4K does. And if they're both ultra settings, why not? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
1080p is a good resolution to be native at. Especially if you're an Xbox gamer and you are used to 720 900, you know, and maybe 1080 if you play Forza. Now it's going to be 4K 60 if you play Forza. There are over 60, I think 64 titles that are going to be 4K 60 on the Xbox One X, which is awesome. But it's not every title. But I am really looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed Origins in both and seeing which ones are going to absolutely. I mean, I'm sure the sheer picture quality of 4K 30 is going to melt my face, but the 1080 60 might do the same thing in a different way. So it's going to have me as a nerd. I'm going to look at both and thoroughly enjoy playing on both. And that's pretty much all I got to say. That's a little topic that that's been kind of relevant lately that I wanted to kind of give my 2 cents on.
I appreciate that, bro. We always love knowing what's going on in
and it
the
helps
Twitter
clear
sphere.
it up too. Absolutely.
And we're going to wrap it up real quick, but we always like to have a reco. I think Justin has a reco for us.
I was about to say, before you wrap it up, like, we got to give our viewers something free, as we always do.
Yes.
We always plan to.
Let's do
or
it.
at least what they can go to
Dick
for free. So
pics.
this week, yes, absolutely. You can find those on. No, I'm just kidding. So for all you gamers, if you eat like I do, you always want free food. If you have a Kroger's in your area, download the Kroger's app. Every Friday, a free item. It can be either chips, candy, drink,
Nice.
whatever it may be. You don't even have to purchase anything. Download the app, go inside the store, scan the item, and leave. It's like you're shoplifting, but it's all legal.
Guys, you can't beat that.
I'm doing that tomorrow on Labor Day. I'm off
Hey,
work to go to Kroger.
y'all just inspired me. I have a reco that I didn't even remember until now because of Justin. Free. Okay, if you go to Chick-fil-A, guys, right now, you download
Oh
the
God, you're
app.
speaking my love language.
Yeah, boy, glory. You download that Chick-fil-A
Might hit
app,
that up later.
you get a free Grande Scrambler Bowl, which is incredible. For
Oh my
breakfast.
God.
So,
Are you-
This is the breakfast burrito.
go make your local Chick-fil-A happy tomorrow and go make yourself happy. You can't beat that.
You can't go wrong.
Yes. Just don't go on
99.
Sunday.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, don't
Or
go.
you're
And
gonna
hey,
be
tomorrow's
disappointed.
Monday, and there are a lot of people off for Labor Day. Let's do it. Okay, so anyway,
Chick-fil-A.
in closing, I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight. And if you're watching it later on YouTube, you are awesome. And whether you're
Love
returning
you.
or it's your first time, mad love. And thanks for joining us for episode 2 of the Bro Night Podcast. It was a blast.
Bro,
Chase, Justin, Christian, thanks for rocking the cast with me tonight.
yeah, baby.
I am the night.
Yeah.
If you liked it, be sure to
that
let
was
us
fun.
know on Twitter or Facebook at all caps 2 lowercase x all caps bears. Like, subscribe, and comment on YouTube. If you like
baby.
if you like what we're doing and want to support us,
Come
follow
on.
the Patreon link on YouTube, guys. So come back and watch us live next weekend. Until then, have an unbearable amount of fun. This is Two Bears and Bros roaring away.